Hi.
Hi.
Hey, Rory.
I think I started talking too soon there. My bad.
Coming out swinging.
My bad. So anxious. How have you guys been?
Explosive start to this quick look.
Yeah.
I'm doing well. How are you?
Not bad. I'm gonna begin by drinking water.
Okay.
So we're all here. This is Warlords of Draenor.
Yeah.
Draenor.
An expansion for
World of Warcraft.
There you go.
There we go. I'm in the Blasted Lands.
Oh my goodness.
Brad. And I don't know if you ever got this far. Dan.
No, but I love the thing that you're riding on. That looks great.
Oh yeah, one of the best things about a beta is that you get every mount, almost every mount in the game.
Really?
So this is just my.
Do you have to go get them, or do they just
No,
get
they're just in your damn.
Whoa.
So I just set up a bunch of favorites, and it just cycles through them all.
I like your undulating Chinese dragon.
These are all cool.
Yeah, this one.
Oh my god.
It's still. I went all through Pandaria, and I never got this one, so it's kind of neat to fool around with them.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I can show you the mount journal here if you want to just look at some pretty.
Wow, they're just all there?
Yeah, they're just kind of.
Oh, that's crazy.
You want to use the Mechano Hog?
I don't know about the motorcycle.
That looks pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that cool dude.
They don't have the. So they did that whole marketing thing with the
It doesn't fit the lore.
Orange County choppers, and I think you can actually have a side person sit in this. I've never. This still costs like $100 grand to buy. I think it's got
cool.
Pwn on the back though.
I don't like that. All right, Brad, I'm with you now. I don't like
God.
Murmuron's head is.
Oh,
Pretty
what's
cool.
that? What was that? That steed?
Purple skeletal warhorse.
That's not
it.
the.
That's pretty cool.
I think you have the real rare one in here too.
That's not the Baron drop, is it?
I don't know, but I think he's in here somewhere. I forget the name of it though. Baron Remedel's
I think that's
skeletal.
it, yeah.
weapon?
Holy
That's a lot.
shit.
Yeah, you
You
get a
only in the
lot.
bees? Jeez.
Let's just
Big
spend this
love
entire.
rocket.
Let's just spend the whole quick look looking at mounts.
Oh, the love rocket.
Oh, jeez, grow up.
Yeah, there's 335 mounts in this thing. So
These are 335 new ones?
no, these
I
are
think
total from the entirety of the game.
Holy crap,
They just kind of
that's a
throw
lot.
them in here for you. So Onyxian Drake, there's some cool ones in here. You can ride Onyxia basically. Pintos.
Oh.
Yeah, there's some crazy. A friend of mine, my friend Justin, has a big mount achievement kind, and it's. I think the new achievements are like 250 getting them all, and then you get some crazy stuff. But I don't know.
Which one of you wrote that big guide to World of Warcraft that was immediately obsolete?
I did.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
right.
Oh man, you can go back and find it too on GameSpot. It's crazy.
Whoa. That thing is huge.
I actually own this one.
That's
and
absurd.
The cool thing is it has a repairer and a merchant on it, so you can just buy the stuff when you're out and about.
Oh, this game has gotten weird.
Anyways, here we are.
So where's the Blasted Lands? I feel like I went there.
This is down here. It used to
Okay.
be kind of a later game.
Yeah, that was
zone.
like 50 something, right?
Yeah, and then they changed it to, like, this all stuff over here used to be like a massive amount of elites that you had to go through.
I mean,
for
it's where the Dark Portal is, right?
is and was and is. It
Wait.
still is.
What was it ever not there? Or are you
I
just
think-
being a cheeky?
I believe it was always here. So do you know anything about the storyline of this, Brad? Warlords of Draenor?
Not really.
You saw the cinematic, I assume?
Fucking what?
You saw the cinematic, I assume?
No, I actually haven't watched it.
Oh,
wait.
okay.
So there's a new guy is trying to unite the Orc horde, right?
I believe I am going to get yelled at by lore people over here.
whatever.
But I
Let 'em
believe
yell.
that Garrosh
Let
is...
them exercise their impotent rage.
There's so many G orcs like Garrosh and Gamush and all these other
Yes.
people. One of them traveled back in time to when the orcs were first going to drink the demon blood and become
Right.
the blood horde or whatever.
Yes, yes.
And then he stopped that from happening, and now they have become this really powerful gang in the past. And you were basically traveling back in time through the portal to old Draenor to put a stop to the Iron Horde.
But wait, so did that not affect events in the present, or did that create a
Oh,
different?
it's Blizzard, son.
Did that create a separate timeline?
It's a separate timeline in the past, I guess.
Well, if it's a different timeline and it doesn't affect this world, why do they care?
Are we gonna have? I feel like we're in Looper where we could be here all day making diagrams of straws.
Turn into primer.
Anyways, here's Archmage Khadgar, who I believe is dead in the main timeline of WoW.
Really?
But
I remember that name.
yeah, no, I think he's been like a big lore figure, but he's not
Yeah.
hasn't been around for a long time.
Okay.
And so we're gonna go through the portal.
What is happening in front of you?
This is a big fight. Well,
Are those NPCs?
yeah, those are all.
Could you just like zoom in a little more so we can see what's happening over there?
Yeah, sure, I can walk up.
Just go in there, yeah.
Seems dangerous.
This is like
We got Mumper, we got Barbary, the crazy cat lady.
I follow Mumper on Twitter.
We got Bonesaw, we got High Warlord Shoju.
Wait, you follow the character on
This
Twitter?
dude-
No, he's a developer.
Got a bomb. Oh, bomb's gonna go off. So these guys are kind of the oh geez, oh no, oh dear. Oh, this mouse is so bad for this. So basically, you're gonna lead part of this group of you know, heroes out and go through the portal and try to stop the Iron Horde, and that's where you are for most of the expansion.
Okay.
And let's go and do that. How about that?
All right.
Let's get this showboat on the road.
So pretty much the whole new landmass exists in this separate area?
You'll see it in a second.
Okay.
Yes, I am sure to not return immediately. Oh,
Right.
it just loads me up.
Did it just port you there?
I suppose so.
So you just traveled through time?
The cinematic is not available. This is a beta, just in case you're
Oh, yeah.
curious.
Just, yeah.
When's the actual game come out?
Like 2 months?
November 14th, I want to
Okay.
say, or 19th or something. So here's, that's a big, it's bigger on the other side than it was on the side I came in on. So now here you are, and you're trying to fight back the Iron Horde from coming through the gates. And they look like they're pretty intimidating. Holy God, what the hell is that thing? Oh, it's a Titan or some sort. Anyways, you want to do a couple quests here?
Sure. Man, the Dark Portal stirs some pretty, like, fond, nostalgic feelings for me, because that's all Warcraft 1 and 2 stuff.
Yeah.
But then what it turned into in Warcraft 3 kind of bums me out. Like the...
A lot of retconning and that kind of stuff. I mean, you can't really get around too much of that. I don't know. I've never been a big lore nerd in these games.
I wasn't either. I mean, like, I didn't go deep into them. I mean, there wasn't that much to dig into in Warcraft 2.
So we got the missive.
But there was enough that it was really cool.
Yeah. Well, there's all kinds of.
Like, oh shit, we're gonna go fight next to the Dark Portal and stuff's gonna happen. But like, it wasn't nearly as up its own ass as it became in later games.
Yeah, it's been rough. It's been better. So one of the things you'll notice is that I have 58,000 health.
That's a lot of health.
That is not a lot of health. My
Dude,
tank,
that's a lot of health. Come on.
My tank
number.
on Mist and Pandaria has about 600,000 when he's
That's
buffed.
even more health.
But he's level 90 and this guy's level 90. They did the stat squish where you basically everything is
Oh,
like,
this is post
oh shit.
flattening the stats?
Yes.
Okay.
This beta has taken every number in the game, or every combat number, and made most of them about 10% of what they were.
You know, give them room to grow again.
Yeah, I mean, it was getting to the point where everything was like, you know, you were getting, I don't know, God, a million hit points for some tanks and dungeons and stuff like that.
That's crazy.
A million crits and everything like that. It was.
What's the thing below your mana bar there?
This thing is Holy Power.
Oh.
So you get up to 5 Holy Power, and that lets you do Holy Word of Glory if I need to. I don't think I need to right now.
Has that been around for a while, or is that?
Yeah,
okay.
they've added a lot of kind of like, you know, rogues have 5 charges of energy.
Yep.
They've added that to a bunch of different classes. Like warlocks have blood shards, and paladins have holy power and stuff like that. They're trying to give everybody a couple more resources to manage. I don't find it particularly awesome, but I don't particularly. It's easy enough to manage. I find, for the most part, it's not too terrible. It basically lets you do more powerful stuff less often, but it's not. It takes a little getting used to it, but it's not too complicated. Anyways, I'm supposed to. I think the first part of this is to try to shut down this whole portal to prevent it from working again, and then after that, oh God. I'm ready to turn this in. This shouldn't take too long, and then we'll probably take a look at some of the later game stuff. Because you can start like a level 100 character right at the beginning of this beta if you want to, just because it's beta. It's beta. You guys have any questions so far?
What does Dan think of the graphics?
They don't look that different. I kept hearing while I was playing that 30-day trial stuff, they're like, oh, Warlords is going to like completely overhaul all the models and everything.
Yeah, you need to get off your mount and scroll in.
Here's well, I'll scroll into this guy. Trust me.
Hey, go
Okay,
on.
that does look pretty detailed.
I remember that guy.
Yeah, this is one of the better new models.
Oh, what was it that he did?
He was the one who I believe got the orcs enslaved by the blood of
by the demons.
Of the demons. So he's got a pretty great model.
Yeah, he looks really good.
What exactly is he up to?
He's trying to. He's the one who opened up the portal, I believe, to get the Iron Horde back to. Oh, he's doing something bad. You mean right now?
Yes.
He's just doing bad
You
things.
should call the cops on that guy.
Yeah. Well, I think you're the cop.
The Burning Blade? What is that about?
I think it's probably one of. I don't know. Just let it happen.
You asked if I had any questions.
I am not a lore person in any of this stuff, so it's kind of the Shattered Hand. These sound like orc tribes. Shattered Hand, Blackrock, orc tribes, and I guess they each have their mark, and they're helping to. Oh God, you guys are all over the place, aren't you? Well, I don't think these guys are very much of a threat, but okay, bye. I feel really powerful. I'm not sure if that's just beta tuning not being quite up to snuff yet, or if it's just because they want you to start off really not having a hard time. Or it might just be they gave you a lot of good items at the beginning of this.
Do not delay, mortal. I can feel the life essence of your armies fading. There will be time for it later. We will
Oh, I guess I let him go. No, I want to kill you. No. Oh.
Oh, that happens at the end of the expansion.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You should zoom in on your guy. Or lady, or whatever.
Sure,
You
okay.
got going
Well, I
on
can
there.
just show you my character sheet if you want to see that.
We're a little too far from the TV to see that super clearly.
Okay, well, I can.
That doesn't look way more updated.
Just zoom in the world.
Well, they have been doing, and maybe in a bit we can show you the new character models. Because what race did you play?
I
in
was
the
human warrior.
Human warrior. Okay.
I played a human and a night elf mostly.
Well, how about before we flip over to the garrisons, we can show you some of the new character models because they have implemented most of those.
Hey, have they said anything about like how many hours of new gameplay there is or whatever in this expansion?
God, I mean, I have a feeling. I don't think they actually put the kind of numbers on that because it's so variable between what people do. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'll spend 500 hours playing this expansion minimum or something.
Wow.
Just I have 5 max level characters that I'll probably get to max in this expansion.
And how much does that cost for just the expansion?
I believe it's 60.
Yeah,
I believe it,
Oh wow,
think
okay.
that's
So these
right.
are like full ass games.
Oh
when
wait,
they
is
do
it
expansions.
60 or 40?
I think they win it. I don't.
It used to be 40.
Yeah, it used to be.
They may
40.
have gone up though.
Okay, we're following him, and now we have a new base. This guy just chilling out over here. He's a corpse, but he's like, I died sitting down.
Is that a troll?
That's an orc.
Lothar, is that an SNL reference?
Son of Lothar?
Lothar of the Hill People?
No.
I have no idea.
That's a Warcraft 1 reference.
So now you're firmly established in the new zone. This is the dark portal here, and then this is where we are right now. I want to say, Shadow Moon Valley. Yeah.
Where is that in comparison to the continents and Pandaria?
Oh,
and
you
all
want
that
to see?
stuff?
Okay, here we go. How far back can we go?
Oh, geez.
So there's Azeroth, Outland. So this is kind of confusing. Outland is the first expansion pack called the Burning Crusade. This is all at the same time in the same timeline as World of Warcraft. Draenor is that same landmass we were just looking at, Outland, but
Wait,
back
really?
in time.
Is that like
Yes.
Pangea?
Oh, weird.
No, it's
It's another planet.
Yeah,
York's?
it's the Orc planet
Or another
basically.
dimension, whatever you want to call it. It's not Azeroth. It's totally separate.
Yeah, Draenor is basically another planet. This is before.
Or it's corrupted.
Did it blow up or something? I forget. Something
forget.
bad happened to it, and this is before that happened, and this is after it happened. But if you play from 1 to 100, you'll go through this zone before you go to this zone. So time travel, it doesn't make a lot of sense. Anyways, I'm gonna jump to the Garrison stuff so we can take a punch at that real quick.
All right. I don't even know what that is.
Yeah. Well, it's. I'll show you the. Let's show you the character creation stuff because if you want to talk about what they've done graphically, that's really seems to be one of the major points of emphasis is the new character models and everything.
Do you get the sense people are excited for that?
Some people really are. I don't really care that much. I don't spend a lot of time looking at characters. I spend more time fighting stuff and blowing stuff up. So here we go. Let's get back into the. Let's see. We can do anything anywhere here. I'm gonna create a new character. So here we go. So what did you say you played as a human?
I was a human warrior fella.
All right. Let's see if I can zoom in here. I don't
think you can.
customize.
I was a dude.
Oh, you can.
So they have added more facial models
Oh,
and
cool.
more kind of options.
I'm
for
surprised
everything.
they just haven't gone full like sliders.
I have a feeling doing that stuff would be pretty complicado.
Maybe so.
But the real work was done on the orcs. I
Oh,
think
wow,
these
yeah.
guys look really nice.
Yeah, that looks really good.
Compared to what they were. I mean, these models are almost 10 years old, or
Yeah.
were basically 10 years old.
Yep.
So they've done a lot of work on these faces to make them look a little better. Some of them are newer than others. Trolls, pretty good new stuff that they've been working on. I mean, if you can compare and contrast these to the older models, you'll see that they've really done a lot of work on like the ears kind of flex and everything like that, and more blinking and everything like that. So gnomes, God, I don't really.
Oh, come on. Nothing wrong with a gnome.
I just don't think the remodel was super great.
Not
But
really feeling dwarves either necessarily.
they've done a lot of blogs on these the specs of what they had to do for all this stuff, and it's pretty crazy how much of these faces they had to take apart and put back together to make all this stuff work.
Oh god, you can play a worgen now?
Oh yeah, Worgens are.
Where have I been?
Worgens have been in for a few expansions. Yeah, you can play Worgen Death Knight if you want to.
Death Knight is the only like epic class they ever actually put in, right?
Hero class is what they called
hero
it.
class.
It just means it started at 58,
Right.
and it was 55, I want to say, and then it was really complicated because they kept on giving you abilities. Like for the first 3 levels, you gain like 40 abilities or something like
Right.
that. So, yeah, let's take a look at Garrisons.
Yeah, it almost seems like the hero classes are like an aborted experiment. Because I got the sense at the time they were planning on doing multiple ones.
There was a lot of rumors about like Archmage or
Yeah.
you know, Archdruid
Or when the
blah,
game
blah,
first
blah.
came out, everybody was under the impression that you'd be able to like ascend your starting class to like some kind of
Yeah.
late game hero class.
Well, this game still has plenty of years left in it, so,
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm sure they have plans for that kind of stuff.
Did they overhaul enemies and mounts and things like that?
How do you mean?
Like graphically?
No, I mean, well, I don't think so. We can take a look at some of these starting mounts. So, the early mounts you can.
They have the Hearthstone horse?
What is it called again?
I don't remember. It's the only mount I ever had.
Let's see, Headless Horseman.
Hearthsteed, maybe?
Steed.
No?
It doesn't look like it's in here.
Oh, okay.
But if you want to look
Ooh.
at just like a Pinto or something like that, these I don't think they've really done much of these since they. I can't tell. It doesn't look like they've really
It's pretty
done
basic
anything.
still.
Yeah. They have plenty of cool stuff though.
I still think the old models look fine. I mean, this art style has aged very well, I think.
Yeah, I mean they've always put an emphasis on art style rather than technical prowess. It's always been a game that looks really good. In an artistic sense, it's not going to wow anybody who expects Crisis 3, but
It seems to scale so well, too. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, I
Oh,
definitely
yeah.
don't have a gaming laptop, but it can run this on lower settings just fine.
It really can. I mean, there's a system. Oh, I'm not going to talk to you, buddy. Whatever. The one kind of weird thing now is that even at level 100, you cannot fly in Outland or Draenor.
Like they haven't gotten that working yet?
I think they just said like it's intended to be a mounted expansion,
What?
and you just
That's weird.
That's really strange.
guarantee 6.1 they'll add flying. It's
Ah.
kind of the standard way of doing things, but it's going to take a little while to get around. Where am I going here? I want to show you guys Garrisons real quick. And keep in mind, I haven't fooled around with this too much. I know the basics, but luckily we have our friend here to help show off Garrisons. It's Garrison Ford.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think that's very good at all.
No,
He's
there's an actor called Harrison Ford.
Oh, okay.
He was in Star
Oh,
Wars.
now-
Have
it's-
you seen Indiana Jones?
Oh, that's funny.
He's the guy with the hat and the whip.
Now it's very funny.
Yeah, it's good.
He is a placeholder. Don't worry about it. So let me go show you what he gives you. I basically haven't. Once you get to the zone, you get to pick out whether you're Horde or Alliance, and you kind of go, okay, here's your garrison. You do a few quests, and this is your. So in Mists of Pandaria, they had a farm for you, which was a instance little zone that only you could see. You'd plant crops and grow stuff, and every day you'd go back and farm again and get some more stuff and blah blah blah. It was a little instance just for you. And this is kind of their bigger idea of what they want to do with it.
Okay.
And it's called a garrison. I think you build this pretty early on, and then you keep on building it up as you level through the expansion. And then there's also apparently a lot of stuff at the end of it that you do as well.
So this is sort of like highfalutin player housing.
Yeah, in a very specific way. I don't think anybody can ever join.
Okay.
Oh, okay, thank you. I would take some resources. I don't think anybody can ever come in here. These are all NPCs. I haven't done much of the specific stuff yet, but basically it is kind of a big. It's also, you have followers that you can send on a missions. It's also kind of a Assassin's Creed kind of style thing where you can do crazy stuff. So I haven't really done a huge amount yet.
Why is that guy so big?
Yeah.
Because he's a placeholder. You got to find him really quick.
You need to stop
It's
doing
Garrison
that.
Horde again. Where am I? What's the other? Okay, here we go.
Who keeps following you around?
That is somebody who's part of a quest. I haven't followed her too much. Okay, Proving Grounds. This is another. Yeah, this is something they added in a while back. This is basically a solo experience where you can test your skills as a tank or a DPS or as a healer, and the better you do, you get some rewards and stuff like that. But anyway, so this is a very early on Garrison. I think I only have 2 things right now. You have different buildings you can do. Let's upgrade it a little bit. The cinematic is not available. So now, is it bigger? It's bigger. And, oh, it's definitely bigger. Wow. So this is the second level of the Garrison. Where's my Garrison fort again? Where'd he go? I just saw him. Or did I? Did he move around?
I always liked that sample, that bear roar.
This is the BlizzCon bear from 2008. I still have it on my main account, and people always stop and stare. Jeez. What the?
What is
it's
that
a Tauren.
guy?
Oh my god, it's like a Tauren Warlock. Wow. That's pretty cool. So, oh god.
It's a big warlock.
And yeah, it looks like you have some other kind of, a lot of different kinds of currency here that you're going to use for some of this high-end material. Anyways, let's see what other options Garrison has here. I need a set of blueprints. I do.
What's up there in that?
Oh god, I learned some blueprints.
Oh. What are all those things you have? You have like a billion things up in that top bag.
Oh, this is all kind of the stuff that they gave you to start off the beta with.
Okay.
You have a bunch of stuff to relearn talents if you want to, a bunch of alternate gear, kind of weapons if you want to use a different spec, or if you want to be a healer or something like that. Cool thing is, clean up bags. You just hit it, and it does all the vendor trash that's down here, and it moves all the other stuff to the end.
Nice. That's the new thing?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I don't know if it'll I'm pretty sure I'll still use a 1-bag mod or something like that, but let's try and build some stuff. How about that? Or maybe, where's my main dude who I can send people off to with? There should be a mission guy around that I can use to send people. You have all these followers around, you can send them off on missions. I just gotta find the guy. I haven't been doing much in this level 2. Actually, screw it. Let's take a level 3. We'll do it live. Even more, it's getting bigger.
So you were making this area physically larger?
I would normally be doing that through questing and gaining materials and talking to him when I had enough, I've put enough time in to make it bigger. But that guy is a beta guy. He is basically just telling you, yeah, I can do whatever you want to through magic.
I didn't realize they took all the shackles off in these betas.
It depends on what you want to do. Sometimes I'll let you skip, some of the raid encounters and things like that. But it's definitely a very work orders. Is that what I want to do?
Well, what I meant though is like, are you actually making this fortress or this area larger? Are
Yeah,
you
it's
growing?
It's expanding.
So how does that work as far as other players? Because this is presumably their place too, and they can upgrade it.
Well,
do they see their own
it's
version?
instanced, so
I can show you that.
Yeah,
I can
he's the
show you
only person-
exactly what we're talking about here.
Oh, so there's no other people?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I can show you exactly what these instances are. So there's no loading screens between.
Yeah,
It's not instances. There's a different word.
Oh,
that
it's
you, phasing. Phasing.
Yeah.
So
this is just yours.
This
your
is just
private little
mine.
area.
And see
Okay.
if you can pick out when I get to outside the phase and everybody else.
Right there.
See,
That
yeah, there
would
you go.
probably it.
Oh
yeah.
wow. Okay.
That's kind of where it is. So
Yeah.
So
let's
just, okay. I get it.
I need some followers for my Garrison too. So you do have. This is also kind of the thing where you also have. We did some of the pet battling. So different followers that you have will have different rarities and different skills and stuff like that. Let's see if I can figure out how to send one of these guys on a mission, because that's kind of what I want to do. But yeah, this is your own little place. Nobody else can come in. Nobody else can see any of this stuff.
Okay.
You have your own little, and you can find new followers through questing and stuff like that. And oh, okay, you want to come out and patrol with me? now I have a follower. I
Seems
guess
like some good backup.
that's neat. I didn't know you could do that. So I confess that I'm kind of trying to find the NPCs that I'm supposed to talk to. Foreman. That sounds good. If you could just.
Okay.
Oh, that was a quest. That wasn't actually a thing. You guys have any questions about the Garrison system?
Really.
So as you...
Is there anything in here that you can only do here and nowhere else?
Yes. So you build a fair amount of new guild emissary.
What are you looking for?
Ow.
Be careful.
Let's see what's in here. You can choose, you have, at the end of it, I think you have 3 small, 2 medium, and 2 large plots of land to build stuff on. But you can only, there are 5 different large buildings you can build, but you can only choose 2 of them. So there are different buildings you can choose. Each are going to have their special stuff that you can do. Sometimes you can build a mine. You can build, I think a barracks is mandatory. Ah, dude, get out of the way. Jeez. Can I dismiss him or something? I bet I can. Let's see. No, can I not say goodbye?
Make him small.
Maybe I can talk to him again. Let's see. Nope, I can't. He's just mine.
So
He's
this
just
idiot
coming
just
along.
follows you everywhere.
Here we go. Here's a garrison architect. Let's see.
What do you need? On it.
Okay. 2,000 extra town hall.
We'll get it.
I think I already did that too.
Hello, Commander. We've got a lot of work to do.
Okay, great. Let me use your table.
I'll call in a few favors.
So here we go. Okay, let's get out of here. So I have all these plots of land, but I can only build. So I have 5 different things: dwarven bunker. The mage tower will let you do waypoints, like fast travel around Draenor and stuff like that.
neat.
Stables will let you increase mount speed in Draenor by 20%, which is kind of cool. Let's see what I can build here. Trading post for selling stuff, an inn. A generous reward will spend the day at your inn.
Okay, so it seems like the idea here is that, like, instead of finding the nearest town to do all your business in, you would just always come back here.
Kind of. You know how everybody used to Hearthstone to Ironforge in the
Right.
beginning of the game?
Right.
Old time. So I think it's kind of meant to be more of a, a central hub for
Like
doing
a
all
home
your...
base. The only downside of that is that going to Ironforge all the time made the game feel very alive, you know? 'Cause
Yeah.
there were so many players running around all the time.
Well,
and
there's-
everybody was like preening and showing off their mounts and gear.
I
and
don't think
stuff.
there's an auction house here, and I don't think there's a bank here, so I have a feeling you'll still need to go
Okay.
to the main new city, which I haven't actually been to. I should probably try and find that sometime. But so a lot of the other stuff here is that you have a lot of tailoring, or not tailoring, but the smaller stuff is for your professions. Like if I'm a tailor, or if I'm a blacksmith, I want to do this because I have a forge. You get more blacksmithing items and work orders, and you get unique bonus. And some of the best stuff in your profession will only be doable if you have the associated building with it. So I still need to complete all these quests to get the. These are the non-quest related things. But so this is what you do. You build all this stuff. You can engineer. Creation of a siege vehicle, 1 per day. I don't mind seeing that. You see it has a building in progress, 59 minutes. And you also have to get resources. And one of the things is when you go around, one of the cool new things is when you're walking around the map, they'll have like little missions that just kind of pop up. Oh, you need to kill X things in this area. You do that and it automatically sends some goods back to your garrison. I don't want to do that. I want to send a... Here we go.
Is that real time, like 59 minutes, 10 hours? all that
Yeah, I
stuff?
believe it would
Okay.
be.
So can you just log out and come back later and it's done?
It depends. Some timers in game will not work while you're offline, and some will. Like your rest state will obviously clip up or offline. I have a feeling that works when you're offline too, but I'm not entirely sure. Okay, I'm going to so many things. All right, so this is kind of like it looks like the Assassin's Creed Brotherhood kind of thing where you have. I'm going to go kill Rookmar in the Spires of Eric. He will not be defeated easily. I'm going to try and setting, let's see, 8% chance. Okay, so this is just like boat fights in Black Flag. You're trying to get. So I have to match up these guys with their little superpowers and try to beat him. Let me try the other less dangerous one. There we go.
Aha.
And what do I get? I get a contract. And I get he gets some XP. That's neat. I look forward to trying that out because I do like those kind of systems. You don't have to deal with it. Just kind of, you actually can view your mission. Wow.
So that's against other players?
No, that is. You ever play Black Flag, Dan?
Like the first few hours.
Do you get any of the ship missions where you recruit ships to your fleet and send them off and do
Nah.
stuff like that? It looks like it's a slightly. Oh my god. Wow, that is a heck of a piece of armor. I guess these are new people, the Apexis. That is a pretty cool outfit. I can't tell if that's a human being under there, just due to the big old
It
face.
looks kind of orc-shaped. No?
I have no idea. I've been reading much of the lore here. So you see this buildings. These buildings are under construction.
Sure it's not a robot?
I have no idea. I do not know. Could be a robot. I'm gonna help him out. Actually, I don't think I can help him out. But that's the basic idea behind Garrisons.
All right.
This is a really brief and rushed introduction to the whole thing, but it seems like it's going to be a pretty neat idea.
I got a sense of what it is.
Yeah, and they really want all these timers and everything like that. They really try to encourage people to log in every day. They've been doing daily quests for a long time now.
Oh God, as somebody who is hopelessly hooked on Destiny, I'd feel the pain of the daily quest right now.
I was reading about some dude who got like an epic bounty in Destiny, and it sounded pretty crazy.
All the steps for the epic or for the exotic bounties that I've seen are fucking ridiculous.
So I'm looking forward to playing this more. There should be, I don't know what the heck.
Is there any way to make the map bigger? Like, can you expand that window to full screen?
I think so, yeah.
And then scroll out?
Sure.
Like to the, okay. So are all of these contested zones?
On a PvP zone, I bet they
Yeah.
would be. On a PvP server, I bet they would be.
I
I
guess-
know there's a new like PvP outdoor zone, but I'm not entirely sure where that is.
I was just kind of wondering what value factions even have at this point. Like, do they even bother to make, you know how like in the original game there was basically like 2 towns in every contested zone, 1 for each faction? Like,
Yeah.
do they even bother splitting it like that at this point?
There's not. I don't play much on PvP servers anymore, but haven't seen a lot of world PvP except for like isolated ganking. Although in the patch before Warlords comes out, they are having an old school Terran Mill and what was the other?
I saw that.
They're patching in like a kind of a short-term PvP zone, but it looks like they have some bonus. So these are kind of bonus objectives I was talking about. You just run up and kill stuff, and it automatically sends stuff back to your garrison, as far as I can tell.
How many lives do you think you've ended in the world of Warcraft?
They had a stats window at some point.
Because, I mean, at this point, you must be basically history's greatest monster.
I'm not even close. I mean, I don't play a lot of PvP, so
I don't even mean player lives. I'm talking
just
about
talk about ephemeral, but they all come back to life.
living thing.
So I don't feel
Okay,
too bad about it.
sure. Time is a flat circle.
Time is. This is some kind of hell. If you're an avatar in a game, this is. Well, just let me die.
World of Warcraft is purgatory.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this a lot. I don't know if I'll play a huge amount of the beta because it's all going to get wiped out anyways. But
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to look forward to fooling around with this. It seems pretty solid so far from
Yeah.
what I've tried.
Bear has
And-
sunglasses on.
yeah,
pretty cool.
And he's got a little Murloc riding on him with a
Oh,
flag.
I didn't even see that.
Oh, he's pretty cool.
Yeah,
That's
this
ridiculous.
is definitely one of my favorite mounts that I actually own. Although I should have saved the ticket, the card for it, and sold it for $1,000 probably. But
What?
yeah,
I've still got a card from one of the BlizzCons.
if it's 2008 and it's a BlizzCon bear, you should think about selling that shit because
It's 08.
it might be a BlizzCon
No,
bear.
it's not 08. It might be, it was before that, like maybe 07?
I don't know. I don't know what they had in 07.
It was some kind of Murloc pet, I think.
You could pop them out on eBay. Ooh, I see a rare. Well, they added little rare icons to the map now, so you can see when they're rare. Kurgoth the Void Seer. Let's see what he drops.
I have no idea where that thing even is. It may have gotten thrown out. It's so weird to see 91 in green and you're just kind of murdering that guy.
Yep. Kutogs, Merciless Grips. That should be a level 90. So most of the rares will drop base level gear. At least they did in Pandaria. Like there was all level 95 to 100. Oh, 95 to 100? No, 85 to 100. 85 to 90. So even the 90 rares would drop 85 gear for the most part. But it was really, really good gear. Hands. So right now I'm using... I can't tell. Maybe I am in really, really good gear. It looks like they just kind of geared you out. Oh, I'm level 100. Sorry, never mind. Anyways, it's Pandaria.
Yeah.
That's not
Wait,
Pandaria.
No,
Why did
it's
I say
not,
that?
no, it's not at all.
This is Warlords of Draenor. I'm a little confused today.
Today.
Yeah, always. Pretty much a permanent state of being for me. Yeah,
Well, cool. Yeah, it's got a decent idea of what this thing is.
maybe we'll see more when it comes out.
Yeah,
Who
yeah.
knows?
We should circle. But what the hell is that?
It's ancient. I'm gonna kill it.
Defend it? No! You're supposed to defend that!
No, don't.
This quick
Kill
look
it.
is over.
Kill it.
200,000
God,
damage.
I refuse to sit here another minute. Goodbye.
Oh.